Link is the hero of every Zelda tale, but he never does it alone. Today, we're paying tribute to the people and creatures by Link's side, as we count down the top 5 sidekicks in Zelda history. I want to give an honorable mention to Tatl from Majora's Mask. At first, Tatl seems almost identical to her predecessor from Ocarina of Time, Navi, who we'll talk about in a little bit. Tatl actually has a pretty important backstory, though. She and her brother Tail hid in a log to escape the rain before the events of Majora's Mask, and there they met a small child named the Skull Kid. When the Skull Kid eventually attacks Link in the woods and steals his ocarina, Tatl is left behind and trapped with Link, starting their journey together. Tatl's a little standoffish at first, but eventually learns to get along with Link, and she becomes a pretty darn good companion. Before we get started on the top 5, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's free, it doesn't cost you a penny, and it lets me get content to you guys quicker and easier. Thank you so much, and now on to the top 5 sidekicks in Zelda history. Number 5. Navi from Ocarina of Time. Look, I'll be honest, I just gave Navi the nod over Tatl here because she showed up first. Navi is Link's first true companion in the Legend of Zelda series. And she's at number 5 for a reason, right? She can get a little annoying at times. Hey, listen is super cute the first 10,000 times you hear it, but then it gets a little old. But that being said, Navi's actually pretty helpful for a first-timer to Ocarina of Time. She gives helpful little hints and keeps the player moving in the right direction, whether they're asking for it or not. And let's not forget the role she plays in Link's final battle with Ganon. Without her help, the hero of time may have ultimately failed at his mission. So here's to you, Navi, Link's original little buddy. Number 4. Ezlo from the Minish cap. Ezlo is objectively the funniest sidekick Link's ever had, and even more than that, he basically has a game named after him. He is the Minish cap. Ezlo never suffers from the affliction that many of Link's sidekicks do, though, being annoying. He's quirky, he's never overbearing, and you don't even notice he's there half the time since he's technically a part of Link's clothing. And because of his witty banter and his great one-liners, he does something that few of Link's sidekicks do. He adds to the story in a major way. He's more than a sidekick, he's a partner. He also reacts to Link's well-being during the game. You'll see him look exhausted when Link's down to a single heart of health, and he'll stand upright and proud when Link's hearts are full. Ezlo is a huge part of what makes this handheld Zelda title so memorable and fun to experience, and he surely deserves a spot on this countdown. Number 3. The King of Red Lions from the Wind Waker. Much like other sidekicks in Zelda lore, the King of Red Lions is not exactly who he appears to be from the start. Link's companion for much of the Wind Waker is a talking boat. It's not really a traditional conveyance, but hey, it's Hyrule. We meet the King of Red Lions after Link's time at the Forsaken Fortress. Our boat friend isn't stuck in the water all the time, though. With the pirate's charm, he can actually peek in on Link's adventures on land, so he's never too far away. And he's bilingual. The King of Red Lions can speak an ancient Hylian language, which he uses to communicate with Jaboon and Valoo on Link's behalf. It's actually quite useful. And of course, later in the game, the King of Red Lions is revealed to be King Daphne's Hyrule, who lives underwater in the submerged kingdom. But for my money, he's really much cooler in boat form. Number 2. Epona from like a million different games. How could we possibly have a sidekicks countdown and not include Link's legendary steed? Epona is a staple of the Legend of Zelda series, and she has been ever since her first appearance in Ocarina of Time at Lon Lon Ranch. Epona was raised by Malon, the daughter of the ranch's owner, and Epona's not at all friendly to Link at first, that is, until Malon teaches him Epona's song on his ocarina. From then on, Link and Epona are inseparable. When Link finds her at Lon Lon Ranch 7 years later, the new owner of the ranch, Ingo, says that Epona is earmarked for Ganondorf himself. However, Link wins the horse by beating Ingo in a race, and then Link and Epona jump over the outer wall of Lon Lon Ranch to freedom. Now we see Epona several more times in the Zelda series. She's very famously in the opening scene of Majora's Mask, transporting an exhausted young Link through the woods. In Twilight Princess, Link finds Epona at Romani Ranch and once again learns Epona's song just like the hero of Time did all those years before. Epona makes a small appearance in the Minish cap alongside Malon and Talon, and then again in Breath of the Wild by way of scanning a couple of amiibos. Epona is a fantastic companion for Link, and Zelda games simply don't feel right without her. Number 1. Midna from Twilight Princess. Midna is simply the best sidekick, the best companion that Link's ever had. She's witty, she's funny, helpful, and we grow to have a true fondness for her as a character. Now, it's not clear at first what her purpose in Twilight Princess is, but we certainly find out by the end of the game. She's mainly seen as the companion to Wolf Link, riding on his back as he traverses Hyrule. And she becomes a significant help in finding all of the fused shadows scattered about the land. We find that she appears as an imp due to the actions of Zant, the evil king that overthrew her from her throne, placing a curse on her. After working with Link to find the fused shadows and the shards of the Mirror of Twilight, Midna uses the powers of the fused shadows to destroy Zant once and for all. When Link finally defeats Ganondorf, the curse on Midna is broken, and she's free to resume her true form as the princess of the Twilight Realm. To the end, Midna is witty, charming, and the best sidekick Link's ever had. So far. Hey, did you enjoy this video? Please like and subscribe. It's the best way to help keep this channel up and running. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.